Metepu, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Haru Nefer. This is Qesankh Ma Keperu with another exciting video for you. And in this video, we're going to talk about how manifestation takes practice. But before I get into that subject matter, I want you to hit the like button on this video. If this is your first time to my channel, hit the subscribe bell to get notifications on when I go live and when I upload recorded videos. If you want to know more about my spiritual teachings, you can become a Patreon supporter for as little as $1, $5, or $20 per month. It's up to you, and you can cancel at any time. There's no obligation. Your support will get you exclusive access to instructional videos on the spiritual, videos that will teach you how to properly manifest, how to sit down and do meditations, how to do proper breathing exercises, how to communicate with the ancestors and spirits, how to talk to your guardian angel, and so much more. We have a series now running which is on ancestral trauma, and we also have mantras. So if you're looking for a mantra to attract wealth, to attract a mate, those are all posted on Patreon. So become a supporter today. Last but not least, share this video with family and friends so we can get the revolution started. Hey, namaste, grand rising. I want to talk about this briefly because I don't think people understand the importance of this. See, you have these spiritual gurus online that are teaching you, hey, here's my technique for manifesting. And if you do this, you'll be able to manifest things. You'll be a master manifester. And that's not necessarily true. Now, there are those of us who are born gifted, and those people are few and far between. And yes, they can manifest things pretty quickly, but for the rest of us, it takes practice. You know, it's just like, we're living in a Western world, a evil, corrupt world, put it to you that way. And everything is predicated upon left brain thinking, externalized thinking. So you'll see athletes, basketball players, baseball players, football players, and they practice to be very good at what they do, and consequently they are paid millions of dollars. But never do you see individuals who practice using the mind, techniques of the mind, except for your Buddhist monks. But you don't see that because this society doesn't reward wisdom. It rewards cleverness and the ability to cheat the system. Yeah, but it doesn't reward you for spiritual excellence. So in other words, your talent in spirituality goes dormant because you're not shown the proper way to use those spiritual powers that are within you, because this society doesn't accept or believe in the metaphysical, and then your religious institutions also push you away from that. In fact, they vilify it. So you're told that if you want to be good at something, practice. You want to be a good speller? Practice. You want to be good at math? Practice your equations. But what about manifestation? We're never told that, hey, it is an art. You must practice to perfect it. That's true. That's what has to happen. It's not, this microwave thing to where you know the technique, step 1, 2, and 3, and therefore, all right, once you do those, you can manifest. And when it doesn't work, people will go, oh, psst. See, it's all spiritual New Age mumbo jumbo. Can you imagine somebody playing basketball and then losing and then saying, oh, basketball is a bunch of mythological bullshit. No, you lost because you're not good at it. You don't practice. You're not on the professional level. And the same thing with manifestation. The doubters will look at something, and because maybe you tried to manifest something and you didn't, and then they'll see that as proof and evidence of it not working. But the reality is, you've had no real work in that area. You haven't practiced it to the point of perfection or excellence or being proficient at it. So don't blame the technique and saying, oh, it doesn't really work. Because that's what the society wants you to believe. That's what the religious institutions want you to believe. They don't want to look at it and saying that it failed because you have not been practicing it. They just want to tell you intrinsically it doesn't work. That is metaphysical nonsense. But the reality is, anything in life, and this colloquial term best fits this, no pain, no gain. If you want to be good at something, practice. Practice, 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 practice. That rule goes for manifestation as well. And it's unfortunate that we have these so-called gurus online who are passing down these techniques to you and telling you that, oh, if you just do these steps in my system, you'll be able to manifest anything you want. That's not necessarily true. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. Magic is about refinement. In my classes, I talk about the subconscious mind, or what we call within you, the spirit. And in order to become good at manifesting, you have to build a relationship with the spirit. That means that, in other words, take for example, a lot of people have problems sitting down to meditate because they're in a world where they're distracted by everything. Tons of channels on social media. You see people walking down the streets on their cell phones. That's how distracted we are. So it just makes perfect sense that when they sit down and try to meditate, they can't. They're itching. They're thinking about what happened at work and, you know, why they're not getting a raise. And, you know, this is why, in order to effectively meditate, you've got to practice. Practice of getting in the state to where you can quiet your mind, the monkey mind, then go into the proper state, alpha, beta, whatever, to manifest, theta. You're not going to sit down, close your eyes, and go into the theta state right away. It doesn't work like that. Everything takes time, takes practice. So I want you to understand the techniques work. Manifestation works. But like being good at baseball, being good at wrestling, I mean, you ever take a karate class? You walk in, they give you what? A white belt. And then you work your way up to proficiency, which is the black belt. Same thing with manifestation. It's going to take time to get there. And you have to have a reliance on that power that is within you. What do I mean by that? Well, we talk about if we want to purchase a home or get a new car. The first thing we're thinking of is financing it or saving up to make that purchase. So instead of thinking about saving up, think about oh, I need to manifest this. So I'm going to work on manifesting it. I'm not going to have a reliance on money. You see the difference? And then you start the manifestation process, getting better and better and better at it, to the point where it comes easy. You think of something you want and it just manifests like that. That's what you have to do. You have to practice. The first time out the gate, you're not going to be good at it. You may not be good at it. That's okay. Don't let people discourage you by telling you that it's just New Age nonsense. It's not. This is the power that is within you that God gave you. The problem that you're facing is the pressure from the outside world, which has been socially engineered to make it seem like these powers are not real and don't exist. This is why they've created these avatars, the Jesus, the Buddha, the Muhammad, to keep you away from a reliance on self. You don't need those outside saviors. You can save yourself. You can heal yourself. What did Jesus says? What I do, you can do, and even more. If two or more agree, so shall it be. Stop listening to the outside world that has been programmed and mind controlled. These religions were created specifically by the Illuminati to keep you away from an understanding of self and the abilities that you have within you, which are godlike qualities. I want you to understand that, embrace it, and accept it. You are God man, God woman. What did God say? Let us make man in our image. So remember, when you think about those athletes who are paid millions of dollars because they're very good at what they do, it's because they've practiced and trained hard. Apply that to manifestation. Practice, train hard to get to the point of where you become a guru and you are a master manifester. And once you do that, you'll become a master of the universe. Once you perfect your skills, you don't have to worry about anything else in life. Let me say that again. Once you perfect these skills, the world is yours. But you got to start. You got to believe. You see those athletes working hard? You work hard. I promise you, if you get this one thing in check and perfect this, you don't have to worry about anything else. So spend the time that's necessary to become a master manifester. You don't have to even, if you're nervous and saying, well, I don't want to get into that religion or that spirituality, that's fine. Don't think about it that way then. Just think about the what works is the manifesting. And use that. You don't have to accept Osir or Isis or Haru, Horus or Ma'at. You don't have to believe in those things. I'm not asking you to. But I am saying Or I am asking you to believe in yourself. Thank you. If you've enjoyed this message, pass it on. This is Qesankh Ma Keperu, son of Ma'at and Tahuti. My aunt is the beautiful goddess Heteru. Until my next video, don't forget to donate to the channel. Amen Ra.